Hi everyone, welcome back, and we're now going to look at the ice mining. Now, ice mining can earn you a ton of money, but it's quite complicated, and there's a few things you need to bear in mind when doing it. So the first thing we're going to need is actually going to be a ice laser. So we're going to find the ice laser Mark 1, which you'll be able to use by default, and we need a place to put it. So I'm going to tick don't weld, put it down, pick it up, put it where I want to put it. So I'm going to put it like there, I think, something like that. Yeah, I like that. Now, and I'm gonna... My ship isn't straight, is it? There we go. Put it there, and we're gonna weld that to this. And we're also going to use no collide. And just no collide it to that as well. Because we're not going to be parenting this, just because of some bugs that you can create. Also what we'll need is some storage devices for this. Now we're going to want to go to mining storage and to ice storage, not ice product storage, ice storage, small tank. And these tanks are quite big, so we're going to have to put them on the ship. I'm going to put them just, you know, here, 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 and here. You can only have 4 in total. And I'm going to make sure I no collide all these together, as well as with the ship parts. Now, also these are really heavy, so I'm going to make sure they weigh 10. Okay, one thing you want to remember as well, I mean last time we did parent, we did the whole thing. Now when you add new things, you only have to click the parent and then click everything you want to add to it, and it didn't clear the rest of it, that just adds it to it. So we can parent those and that's all fine, but we cannot parent this. Do not parent that. Just make sure we go to the link tool, smart link tool, we select it, we select all those. See, yeah, again, that's the problem with super parenting, is I can't click on those now. So we're going to have to go to Tools, go to Multi-Unparent, hold E, left click, and then right click. Now they're all sorted again. So if you make a mistake, you can always do that. And we're going to go to Smart Link. Smart Link, click on that. Tick all these. And on that, and then you can see we can hold white glaze, gelidus, clear eyes, blue eyes, glacial mass, crystallos, clear crust, all that lovely stuff, right? And also we might want to make sure we add that to our screen. So we're probably going to look at clear ice, blue ice, and gelidus. That's generally what you get from the rocks we're going to look at. And you can see that's on there. I'm probably going to take oxygen off there because I know we'll have enough. And you can see we clear ice, blue ice, and gelidus. Okay. And again, we're going to have to multi-parent this once more, but before we do that, I'm going to wire the laser beam, which is connected into the energy, onto the freeze cube, because that's what I like. So it freezes my ship in place and starts mining. That's kind of what I like about it. But then again, we're going to want to super parent multi, click on that, and everything else bar the laser. There's actually someone on this server last night who actually helped me to realise why my ice mining wasn't working. And it's because the ice miners use a proximity check to check if it's in front of an ice laser, and if it is, it will let you mine. Now, if it's super parented, it's technically up here somewhere. So if your laser beam is in front of this laser, it's not going to say, well, there's no beam there. So that's a problem with it. So if you don't parent it, it's fine. Okay. So that's all unfrozen now. The engine's on, and as you can see, I can turn it on. Nothing happens, which is good. Well, that's good, it should be, you know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn the life support on, that's a good point. Well done, me. And we're going to go ahead and find one of these blue rocks. Up here. Okay. And when you're in front of it, you want to hit that button again. Can be difficult sometimes to get. Oh, that's the wrong button completely. And there we go, got the little red laser beam there. Now ice is it takes ages and ages and ages for it to mine, and you can see it does rapidly drain our energy. So sometimes as well, I might not get clear ice, blue ice, or gelidus. It can be pretty damn random what you get, but we'll just wait for a little bit till we get down to a bit more energy, and yeah, I'll come back and I'll show you how to actually turn that ice into the product which you can sell. Now, ice mining is very lucrative, very lucrative. It makes quite a lot of money. In about 5-10 minutes of having oh, there we go, we're getting blue ice. About 5-10 minutes of getting fully decked out. I had like me and 2 other friends laser beams. We got about 500 million very quickly. But do bear in mind that it does take 5 billion to upgrade to the second laser, etc. So I mean, it's difficult, but it's like a lot of these games where the first major upgrades cost a lot of money, but once you've got them, it's easier to get other upgrades. The numbers just keep increasing until you get to the top. So yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Okay, we've got 2 blue ice. You know what, I'm going to stop there, because I'm not going to show you what it's like to have a million, because, you know, why bother when you can? It's the same situation. Now, we need to then spawn something called an ice refinery. You can't just do it in the shop, unfortunately. So, problem with that is you can only have 1 laser/refinery at a time, as well as you can only have 4 of these storages at a time. So, I mean, where'd you put it? You have to get rid of them and just lose it. Well, you won't. So I'm going to check, just to check. We did get 2 blue ice. Yep, that's what we got. So we're going to go in here to the shop, go to the terminal, go to market, resources, and in here, station storage, you want to put 5,000 in that box and hit buy station storage, and then you can store 5,000 items no matter what they are in the station. So I'm going to put the blue ice in here, and yeah, that only took up 2, so that's cool. And now that's done, so we can go ahead and use the remover tool and see, that's what happens when you've got super multi-parent. But to be honest, what we can do now is clean up everything. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't normally, but you can see what I mean. We don't need that anymore. It's now technically in our online storage. Okay. So we need to make a refinery setup. So we're going to need a. I'm going to use a wind generator. Just one wind generator is fine. And so we need for energy, a resource node is what we're going to need. We're going to need a mining ice refinery level 1, or whatever you can use. We're going to need 1 ice storage tank, and I'm going to put a couple of the, probably only need 1 of these actually. Depending on the level of what you've got, you might need more, but for now that should be enough. And we want to use our smart link tool, so everything's linked to that. As you can see, we can hold like 8 of each actual ore, like ice ore, and we can hold a ton of the stuff you make out of it. Okay, we're going to also want to put a numpad input, just doesn't matter what it is, make sure it's toggle, and wire that up to activate on here. So your my minus key is going to turn that on. And then that node, so that node is network 3, so we want to go ahead and move the blue ice onto network 3. And you can see that on here, blue ice 2. Now I'm going to hit minus to turn it on, and you see it's gone down to 1, and it's starting to create all the things from it. So we'll see. Yep, there we go. So we've got some isotopes from the first one, and then it's creating the second one now. And okay, there we go. We're done. That's the refinery done on those 2 pieces of blue ice. Obviously, if you had a lot more ice, it'll take a lot longer time. And you can see we've got all of these now. I'll give you a tip: the isotopes are the ones you want to sell. So, and well, I'll put them all in. What shall I show you? What kind of prices you're looking at? Apart from energy, which we already had. Go to market, and you can see everything but heavy water's got a price. So I'm going to keep the heavy water. You never know; it could be useful. So for the resources, I'm just going to put a bigger number. Doesn't matter what it is; it just uses as much as it can. So we're looking at 27,770,000 is what we're currently on. So the first one will give us a whole million. The second one will give us 2 million. This one gives us about, I can't remember, didn't really see anything different. That one gave us about 1 million. That one gave us about 1 million. That one gave us about 300,000. So we made about 10 million with, you know, mining a rock for about a second or 2. That's much better than ore mining. But now if you look on the research, you can see on the normal asteroid mining, I've got like 91 upgrades in how much stuff you mine a second and whatever. You have to be all the way down here somewhere to get like anything good. You know, all this stuff. So want to look onto the Tiberium mining as well, which is, you know, a bit more expensive. And then ice mining. Now as you can see, sorry, it's 1 billion, not a 5 billion, but Ice lasers allow us to use better ice lasers is 1 billion. Better refinery is 750 million. Ice storage, sorry, is 300 million. Yeah, and so is ice product storage, right? Yeah, so you can see it costs a lot more to upgrade. So the thing here is with this is you get bigger numbers, which makes you feel a bit more happy about what you're doing, and also it means that if you wanted to just make some money and carry on doing like Tiberium mining and unlock a better Tiberium drill, you could do that. So for those you have to be in a faction like the Legion or the Alliance, which you can join through the application here. But yeah, you can see how this works, and you see how ice mining works, and how you then turn that into money. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.